So this is another little breakdown video of how I did some of my songs. So this one is Grumpy Days. This is the song that BBC Introducing played. And I'm just going to break it down for you how I did it. So here we go.
Okay, ready.
And the first thing I start with is the rhythm guitar, because this whole song was built around this riff. I just love that riff. It was really funky, and I was like, I need to write a song around this riff. It's kind of how all my songs start. They start with like a riff, like a hook. So I start with that. And to me, it's kind of like, it kind of has, it's a bit funky and stuff, but it also has that kind of indie, like the, if you know Air Traffic, Charlotte. So that's kind of, something like that, that's Charlotte. You should check out that song by Air Traffic, Charlotte. But that's kind of like the foundation for the funky guitar. And then later on I came up with so that's kind of the guitar, the rhythm guitar sections. But I really like the other ones because it's quite complicated. But yeah, so this is it. Recorded. Here's the salad. So I did a bunch of takes of that, and I finally got a nice long take that I needed, so I put that in. And then you've got the chorus bit. I just love that, like, boop. It sounds really just like funky soul. I've listened to a lot of funk. I can't even name you any, but a lot of that old school funk. So I like that. And yeah, that's the rhythm guitar. That's how the whole song started. Next, I needed to add some bass, because you know every good song needs a good funky bass line to go along with it. So this is the bass. It's got like a weird recording, so it's like kind of dirty. Yeah, you can't really hear it, like, but it's do 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 do. I can play it for you. Can I have a bass guitar? I used this bass guitar actually for this recording because I didn't have another bass, so this is the Ibanez bass, but so that's pretty much the main bass line. But yeah, it's just the box step really. Sounds quite action, like it would be in the background of an action film. And yeah, that's the bass line I came up with for the riff, and it just sounded really good and funky. So yeah, that's it. Got a bass line here. I tried to go a bit Jackson 5 for that bit there. I tried to go, it's kind of what Jackson 5 kind of do in their songs. And I just kind of followed the, I just went on, you know, just quarter notes on the beat to keep your head bobbing. Do 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 do. Jackson 5. Do 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 do. Yeah, so that was kind of an influence there. It was a bit Jackson 5 bass playing. And the guitar, we've got the rhythm guitar. And once I had those two foundation things, yeah, see that kind of grooves on its own, you don't need drums, just get that sounding tight. Yeah. Funky. So yeah, I got that. And then I needed like a lead riff. And so my lead riff came up with, I spent about 2 weeks writing, jamming along to that just that bass in that rhythm guitar. I spent about 2 weeks literally just practicing guitar riffs, trying to come up with guitar riffs. You know, trying to be experimental with it. And eventually, I managed to. I don't know how. It just practice. Just you sit there and you just keep writing. And eventually, I came up with this. So that sound I got I wanted it to be funky. So if you want a funky song, what you do is you add wah pedal. And I got my wah pedal. I just wrote that lead riff, and I don't know how I came up with it. Oh, I do actually. One of my influences for that lead riff was Mac DeMarco, "Freaking Out the Neighborhood." I really liked his lead riff in "Freaking Out the Neighborhood," and I was like, I wanted the way that song starts with that lead riff, and that's kind of what I wanted for this song. I wanted it to be like Mac DeMarco, kind of "Freaking Out the Neighborhood" lead riff kind of style. Although I funked it up a lot, but yeah, that was a big influence for me in that riff right there. And then later on, I added just a lot of funk riffs. This is another little thing I did. Is I like using guitars like drum. When you scratch, like it reminds me of like a DJ scratch or like a drum bongo. So I added a bit of scratchy. And you add a bit of chorus and a bit of echo to that, and it sounds really atmospheric. And then this is a wah pedal as well, so you go with the beat, and then a little. That's just 2 notes. It just kind of holds down the beat. It's just 2 notes on that little riff there. And I also added a bit of reverse guitar. So what I did, I was trying to come up with some riffs for like little outro sections, little like solo kind of section. And I didn't really like the solo, but then what I did is I had it there, and I was like, I don't really like that. And I decided, I don't know how I came up with the idea. I was like, I'm just going to reverse this audio. So I just reversed the audio, so it's playing backwards, and it's kind of like, it gave me that kind of like a Beatles, kind of Jimi Hendrix, kind of like early '60s kind of vibe. So I put that in there. But it just really adds to the song. I really like that, so I put that in. If it sounds good, put it in, is what I say. So this is some more just little lead guitar riffs I came up with while I was jamming along with the song. Just a bit of funk, you know. You've got a layer of sounds with these funk. I don't know, you just jam some stuff out and you put it in. And you got some held chords. The best thing I like about the song, which I think other people do, is the solo. Because, you know, it's just soloing the whole time over the song, trying to come up with stuff. And I knew it had to end on an epic guitar solo. So here's the guitar solo that I came up with. I don't know, I just, you know, I don't really, when I approach these things, I just do it. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. Yeah, you get the idea. Try to put a solo in at the end. So now I had the bass, and I had the bass. I've got what did I have? Rhythm guitar and lead guitar. I didn't want to add any keyboard to this song. I really wanted it to be guitar based. Good old guitar based song. I didn't want to bog it down too much with keyboard or anything. So once I had those things, you know, you added some tambourine. Actually, I didn't add that tambourine. I got this song mixed by, he's a friend of mine, kinda. He's an acquaintance and friend of mine. He runs Crow's Nest Studios. So I had all that in there, and I did all this to, I had like a drum loop that I was recording all this to at the time. But I didn't really like the drums. I didn't think the drums were great, but I thought they would do. I had these electronic drums that I'd put in, and I wanted it to get mixed. So I'd finished all the guitar, I put a bit of tambourine, I put a bit of my own percussion in there, and I sent it to I asked my friend who owns a studio. I wanted some help with the mixing for this track, and the mixing and mastering. And I sent the track to him, and he said, he's like, yeah, it's a good song, I like it, but I think it needs real drums. And I don't have a drum kit. I don't have any real way to record drums, but he had a studio, and he said he'd record the drums for me, and he said he'd do them for free. Obviously I paid him for the mixing, but he said he'd do the drums for me for free because we were kind of friends. And yeah, he did these amazing drums for me that really brought the song together. And he also, I had some tambourines in, I did, and he just said no, those tambourines are too high pitched, so he put new tambourines and stuff and new percussion in there for me. So that's like this here. He did all that himself. That's like his own tambourines. He's a drummer, so he's really good at doing this. Okay, good. Yeah, so these are the drums he did for me. He did an amazing job on them. He really got the song, because I'd already kind of programmed a beat on the electronic drums, and they just weren't sounding right. So he redid the drums. He was a drummer, and they sound amazing. And they really, like, I can't thank him enough for how amazing he brought the song to life with these real recorded drums. They're super funky, like they just carry the beat. It's like that kind of break beat kind of style I wanted for the song. And he also did some great percussion here. Yeah, those little percussion, yeah, just, I don't know how he did that, but I love that bit. And I love this bit as well. He did some really cool, not that one, but this one. Yeah, I think that's amazing. I love that. That's pretty much the drums. Like, it's just a backbeat and everything. He did a really good job, and he put all the percussion. And so here's the percussion and the drums, if you hear it together. Yeah, that's it. So these are the vocals. I wrote the song for my girlfriend at the time. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I've kind of written a description for the song already. But it's kind of about how if she left me, all her friends would be happy that she had. So it was I kind of knew that, and it's kind of a. But we tried to make it work. We still loved each other, and we tried to make it work. And I wrote this song when I was still with her, when we were still together. We were still living together. But I kind of knew that, like, a lot of her friends didn't really want her to be with me because of some reasons, you know. So I understood. So it was kind of about that, kind of about how we're still, like, you know, we're going through some hard times, but we're still trying to make it work. It was kind of one of those. We have broken up since I've released the song, but yeah, it's kind of a painful song, to be honest, because it was on a. She used to always tell me, why do I never write songs for her? So I decided to write this song for her, kind of thing. But yeah, here we go. So these are the isolated vocals.
You put up with so much this year. If you got rid of me,
you put up with so much this year. If you got rid of me,
they'd all applaud as you walked.
They'd all applaud as you walked. If you got rid of me and you went back home and told them that you'd broken up with me, they would all applaud and be happy about that. It's kind of what that lyric is saying.
Through that door, but you didn't. You stuck around. You stuck around.
And then but she didn't leave me. She stayed around. She has since left me, but she stuck around at that time, and she was very good for sticking around and helping me. So no hard feelings there. Okay, that's so depressing. What are we doing now? Another lyric. Where are we? Oh, this bit's cool. Yeah, so I wanted to do kind of like a, you know, like the funk, how they shout in the background and they're all shouting over the music. So I just kind of put some random like woos in there and things like that. So when she first heard these lyrics, she did not like the lyrics. She told me she didn't like them. But fuck it, who cares? This is my goddamn song.
Now we're in our own place.
Oh, this is great. You can hear the. So this is about how we moved in together.
Now we're in our own place. Things can go our way. So put a smile upon your face. I hate your grumpy days.
Yeah, so I layered these vocals with like different harmonies, high and low, and now we're in our own place, and now we're in our own place, and I put those two together. You know, make it sound like a big chorus kind of. So I did some harmonies, good old vocal harmonies with myself, because I am lonely. Yeah, and it's now we're in our own place, things can go our own way, put a smile upon your face, I hate your grumpy days. Which is kind of like, I don't like it when, you know, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's about us moving in together, and just, we can be happy now that we live together and things can go better. Things can get better for us. They didn't get better for us, but things could have got better for us.
Now we're in our own place. Things can go our way. So put a smile upon your face. I hate your grumpy days.
So yeah, that's pretty much, that's the chorus there. Now we're in our own place. Things can go our way. And you got a nice high bit there. Our way. There we go. Right, where's the other vocals?
You kept my feet on the ground. My head was always up in the clouds. I didn't know I was looking for an answer, and you were the one that I felt.
Yeah, so I tried to layer again with some high vocals. La 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 la. Some high stuff, but because I wrote these lyrics because the first few lyrics I wrote that were kind of depressing, she didn't like them. She said it's too depressing. Why can't you write some nice stuff about how lovely I am? It's basically what she wanted me to do. So I tried to write some nice ones about how amazing she was to me. So yeah.
You kept my feet on the ground.
So you kept my feet on the ground.
My head was always up in the clouds.
My head was always up in the clouds. I kind of got that from Pixies, Where Is My Mind? With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. That's a Pixies kind of line. But I always like that. And also it's a Talking Heads line. They use that, and Talking Heads use that too. Like, yeah, head in the clouds. It's a great little generic kind of poetry kind of, you got your head in the clouds there, boy. So yeah.
You kept my feet on the ground. My head was always up in the clouds. I didn't know I was looking for an answer.
I didn't know I was looking for an answer, but you were the one that I found. So I found an answer even though I wasn't looking for it. I was trying to be nice. Write some nice... Is that nice? Do you think they're nice for a lyric? Yeah.
Maybe.
Do they sound nice or they don't sound nice?
Well, I mean, it's not like you're beautiful, is it?
Okay. I'm trying to write nice things. Maybe I can't write nice things. I'm a sad boy. Minor chord. Sad boy. Yeah.
And you were the one that I felt.
I love that high one there. Do you hear that? And you're the one! Bad vocal. This is like a Weezer thing. Bad high vocals make a song. Look, listen.
And you were the one.
Sounds great.
And you were the one.
And you love it. Fucking love it. It went in the song. So, you know what I mean. Right, I've just unsettled. Okay.
Get me out of every...
Oh, I love this bit. This is like a good lyric. This is a nice lyric. I wrote these lyrics for her I was trying to write her a song a while ago. And, yeah, so these are probably some of the nicer lyrics. This is, again, me trying to be nice, but I couldn't really fit them in, so I realised I had to kind of rap them. I had to be like a sing rap. I had to be like a gangster and rap in these lyrics, because they didn't quite fit, but the song was funky. So I wrote these.
You figured me out with every glance, but to me you were only a stranger. I was surprised that with your eyes you could take away all my fears of danger.
You figure me out with every glance, but to me you are only a stranger. Or was it? What's my lyrics? You figure me out with every glance, but to me you're only a stranger. But oh, fuck.
You take away my sense of danger.
No.
You figured me out with every glance, but to me you are only a stranger. I was surprised that with your eyes you could take away all my fears of danger. Yeah. So that's like, I thought, is that nice? I was trying to be nice with that one. I mean, I wrote that one a while ago. I thought it was good. I think Alex Turner kind of influenced me to write some of those when he writes his sappy love songs. She was like lightning. She's thunderstorms and lightning. I don't know. But that's kind of, I was trying to be nice. You figure me out with every glance, but to me you were only a stranger. I was surprised that with your eyes you could take away all my fears of danger. Danger! So yeah, that's what I did there. Because I like the breakdown section for the guitars and that bit. And then it's just the chorus vocals again of now we're in our own place. And that's it. That's like the vocals of the song. And there's a few more woos and stuff in there. But that's it. You tune the guitar like that. So you tune the guitar to horrible sounding. Because it's, you know, it sounds super in tune. But this riff.
only gimmick. I have a Kickstarter campaign running at the moment, so please go donate and you can buy yourself a tape, a t-shirt or a CD. And if I get to high enough, £2,000 I believe, I will make vinyl. I really want my music on vinyl. Bubbles.